No one should say the N-word, even if you're black.
I mean, I know that this might be a very controversial opinion, but the reason why I say no one, no black people, or no white people is because it's a derogatory term towards black people. And even if you're black and you're using it, you're basically saying it to yourself. Like, some of your ancestors died having that word as their last word that they heard before they had to die. And the fact that we're using it as friend or homie is really messed up. Even people in Africa, they don't even like it, and they're the ones who had their families taken away, brought in over here. So, I mean, if they don't even like it, then why are we still using it? Think about that first before you use that word.
America is one of the best countries.
Now, notice how I didn't say the best country, okay? I said one of. And I'm not wrong. America, even though we have a lot of problems, compare it to any other country right now, we're not as bad. Even though we might have problems in politics and other topics, we're not as bad as other countries. Like, if take any country, any random country, America is probably a better place to live than that particular country that you're thinking of. I'm sorry, but think about it. You can't really think of that specific country being better than America unless if you're thinking of Canada or something like that.
I personally love K-pop, but I'm just not a big fan of BTS's music. I'm so sorry.
Now, if you're gonna hate me for not liking their music, then you have a problem, because I don't have to like it if I don't like it. For me, their music is okay. Like, I do like J-Hope's solo music, but that's as far as I'd go to listening to BTS's music. I'm so sorry, but that's just not my cup of tea. Like, I'm not really into BTS like that. I like other groups more, and I never really super enjoyed their music. I'm sorry, but it seems a bit generic.
Skinny shaming is real. That's just a fact.
Now, I'm not saying skinny shaming is on the same level of fat shaming in the sense of how much people are doing it, but people do take skinny shaming a lot less serious than fat shaming. Like, if a skinny person is trying to gain weight and you're shaming them for being skinny, that won't motivate them. It's more likely to demotivate them and make them think that, oh, I'm gonna be skinny forever. Same thing for a fat person trying to lose weight. Like, it won't help them, just like how you're not gonna help a skinny person. And I'm not saying that it happens as much as fat shaming. Fat shaming is a lot more common because in our society, it's more looked down upon than skinny people. But I'm not saying that we should just discredit skinny shaming. You shouldn't just shame anyone's body, especially if they're trying to become healthier. I don't know why you would try to shame someone else's body. That is a no-no.
Men and women are equal, but we're not the same.
Now, allow me to explain myself. Men and women are very similar, but they're also very different. I mean, of course, we're equal, we should be treated equal, but if you look at it from a scientific aspect, we're not the same. And we shouldn't be, pretending like our bodies are exactly the same. Like, there are some bodily things that women have to deal with every month that men don't, and there are some things that men have to deal with that women don't. Maybe not every month, but they still have to deal with some stuff that women can easily have no problem dealing with. And in that sense, we are equal, should be treated equal. But like I said, our bodies are different.
Reverse racism is not real.
Now, let me explain. Reverse racism isn't real, and it sounds really dumb and really ignorant. Like, what most people would define as reverse racism is racism towards white people. But really, if someone is being racist to a white person, it's not reverse racism. It's plain old racism. I don't know why people came up with this term. Like, that sounds quite idiotic to me. Like, every human being has a race. So if you're being discriminatory to someone because of their race, that's racism, not reverse racism. I don't even know what reverse racism would even be. Honestly, I really wouldn't even know.
Toxic masculinity is real.
So in my last opinion, I talked about how reverse racism isn't real. Well, toxic masculinity is real. You can play down on someone because of their masculinity. Not everyone has to be super masculine. Masculinity and femininity, they were just made from our society. There's not an actual thing that makes something masculine or makes something feminine. There's not really a thing that defines femininity or masculinity. I mean, everyone just has what they find masculine or feminine, and people, they will shame you. I mean, a lot of people do shame people for being feminine when they're men, or even if the man is trying to be masculine, they will shame them because they just don't believe that they're being masculine. And I mean, that's toxic masculinity.
I'm gonna get in trouble for this, but facts over feelings.
Now, let me give you the situation. Let's say there was a topic that someone was super passionate about and they really believed it with their whole heart. And there was a fact that you knew about that topic that would kind of discredit the whole entire thing. And this person, they were so passionate about it. Would you disregard the facts and tell them what they want to hear, which is putting their feelings first? Or would you do the tough love and put the facts first? Personally, I'd rather have someone put the facts first for me, because later on, I'm gonna be hit with the reality and I'm not gonna like it, and I'm gonna feel like everyone that was supporting me in this has lied to me. So I'd rather have people tell me the facts than me having to find it out later on and feel dumbfounded.
All stereotypes are racist.
And I'm gonna stand by that opinion. Every stereotype is racist. I mean, even if it's positive or not, it's still racist. It's a generalization on a certain race. If an Asian person is expected to be smart, I don't know, that's you can't just expect every single Asian to be a smart person, because a black person can be smart, a white person can be smart, a Hispanic person can be smart. Not only Asians are the smart ones, they're not the smartest race, because you're putting them higher than everyone else when it comes to intelligence. Same thing when it comes to beauty standards. You can't put a certain race as the most beautiful, and I'll make a whole other thing on that. And you can't put a certain race as the best dancers or the best this or the best that, because it's not ingrained in their blood. Just because someone is a part of that race doesn't mean that they're going to be born with this intelligence, or they're going to be born with the ability to rap, or they're going to be born with the ability to be able to dance well or something like that. I don't know. Stereotypes are racist. And I'm going to stand by that.
there's nothing wrong with being a straight white guy. Literally nothing wrong. I forgot to say cis straight white guy.
Alright, so our society is okay with someone being straight, right? Yeah, nothing wrong with being a straight person. White? Yeah, that's fine. That's just your race. Cis? Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. Being a guy? Yeah, totally. That's totally fine. But put all those together, yeah, our society is starting to hate these people now. Even though, what did Danny DeVito do wrong? He's just a guy that's straight and white and cis and happens to love Eminem. I don't like. Honestly, I really don't understand this whole entire hate thing. Like, I get that they've been the ones that have, been the highest of highs, but you can't just put them down to put you guys up. Like, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. Like, you can't hate on something to bring someone up. Like, that shouldn't even be a quote. Like, that shouldn't even be a thing. Honestly. Like, I'm not gonna share my political views. And I know it might seem obvious, but it's not what you think it is. Anyway, like, I'm just so lost. I don't know what's wrong with these people. Like, they're just existing. Like, get mad at them or hate them even for the way that they've been acting, not because they happen to be a straight cis white guy and they're existing on this planet. Yeah, no. And don't hate all of them. Don't. Because not all of them are what you think they are. That's all I gotta say.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.